Hello my dear students. Today we are going to discuss about lipoprotein part 2, importance and functions of lipoprotein. Okay, so the first type of lipoprotein, as we all know, it is our chylomicron. Chylomicron, there is a possibility for asking questions like simply chylomicron, HDL, LDL, like that. So we must answer for those questions. So we must know the small points about this chylomicrons. Okay. So what is chylomicron? Chylomicrons are very large particle. Chylomicrons are lipoproteins with lowest density. 90% of chylomicrons are triglycerides together with cholesterol ester and soluble vitamins in the core. The surface layer is made up of cholesterol, phospholipids and apolipoprotein. What is the function of chylomicron? Chylomicron are the important form of dietary triglycerides from intestine to the adipose tissue for storage. Okay, that's about small points or short note on chylomicron. Then next short note, that's on VLDL. What is VLDL? Very low density lipoprotein. These are large particles in which triglycerides are the minimum lipid component, mainly formed in liver and small part of intestinal mucosa and secreted into plasma. Surface coat that contain free cholesterol and phospholipid. They acquire apolipoproteins from HDL. As we all know, HDL is known as the reservoir of apolipoprotein, and this VLDL too acquire apolipoproteins from HDL. This VLDL contain more cholesterol esters as compared to chylomicron. Chylomicron, the 90% content of chylomicron is our triacylglycerol. In case of VLDL, the more content is cholesterol ester. Eventually, they are transferred to IDL. Catabolism of VLDL that involves two enzymes. There are two enzymes in case of VLDL metabolism, that is lipoprotein lipase and also lecithin acyl cholesterol transferase. Okay, which are the two types of enzymes present in this VLDL that involves two enzymes, lipoprotein lipase and lecithin acyl cholesterol transferase, LCAT, or we can simply call it as LCAT. Okay. The next form, it is formed from VLDL. It is known as IDL. Okay, intermediate density lipoprotein, IDL. IDL arises from the catabolism of VLDL within circulation. Removal of some amount of triacylglycerol and apolipoprotein from VLDL that produces IDL. Okay, only there are 2 points on IDL. IDL arises from the catabolism of VLDL within circulation. Removal of some amount of triacylglycerol and apolipoprotein from VLDL that produces IDL. Okay. Then next one, LDL. As you all know, LDL is known as low density lipoprotein. It is also known as bad cholesterol. Why it is known as bad cholesterol? The transport cholesterol from liver to extrahepatic tissue. Okay. So it's a major lipoprotein of plasma during fasting. It's cholesterol rich particle, and the main apolipoprotein present in LDL, that is ApoB. LDL provide cholesterol to extrahepatic tissues. That means that transport cholesterol from liver to extrahepatic tissue. That's why it is known as bad cholesterol. Okay. Then the final lipoprotein, that is our HDL. It is the smallest and most dense lipoprotein that contain a large amount of protein and equal amount of cholesterol, phospholipid and apolipoprotein. It's formed in liver and intestine. Major function of HDL is the uptake of cholesterol from peripheral tissues to liver. That's why it is known as good cholesterol. So LDL is known as bad cholesterol. HDL is known as good cholesterol. Why this HDL is known as good cholesterol? HDL, the main function of HDL is the uptake of cholesterol, that transport cholesterol from peripheral tissues to liver. Why this LDL is known as bad cholesterol? LDL transport cholesterol from liver to peripheral tissues. It is dangerous. That's why it is known as lethally dangerous lipoprotein. LDL, the nickname of LDL is lethally dangerous lipoprotein because it transfers cholesterol from liver to peripheral tissue, while HDL transport cholesterol from peripheral tissues to liver. That's why it is known as good cholesterol. Okay. Next, one more lipoprotein. It is known as lipoprotein A, lipoprotein of unknown origin. It's similar to LDL except it contains two additional apolipoprotein, that is ApoA and ApoB100. Its concentration vary among individual. Increased level appear to be an independent risk factor for coronary heart disease. In case of coronary heart disease, we can see this lipoprotein A. Okay, that's about our lipoproteins, and this is a small diagrammatic presentation or small column wise expression, what is the content, density, diameter, electrophoretic mobility, then percentage of composition like protein, triacylglycerol, phospholipid, cholesterol, free fatty acid, apoprotein, transport function. Okay, chylomicron mainly transport triacylglycerol from gut to muscle and adipose tissue. Okay, which are the apolipoprotein? ApoA, B48, C2 and E. Then pre-beta lipoprotein. It is known as VLDL. VLDL, which are the two major apolipoprotein? ApoB100 and ApoC2 and E, that transfer triacylglycerol from liver to muscle and adipose tissue. Okay, not from intestine. It transport, VLDL transport triacylglycerol from liver to muscle and adipose tissue. IDL, it's derived from VLDL. They are seen in circulation, that's all. Then LDL, B100, cholesterol from liver to peripheral tissue. HDL transport cholesterol from peripheral tissues to liver. Then some small amount of free fatty acid is there. Free fatty acid from adipose tissue to muscle and liver. Free fatty acids are not generally included in lipoprotein. They are seen in circulation, weakly bound to albumin. Okay. Once again, we can see this chylomicron. The content 90% is triacylglycerol and 2% protein and phospholipid. Almost 5% cholesterol is there. Then here VLDL, the main percent, 60% triacylglycerol is there. Then in case of low density lipoprotein, the amount of cholesterol increases. In case of high density lipoprotein, 40% of protein is there. Okay, 40% protein is there. Cholesterol content is very low in case of high density lipoprotein. Okay, that's about the presentation of lipoprotein. Okay, thank you all.